How's it going, everyone? Baby Dragon 48 here with some amazing news. First, I want to share with you guys that I now have a TCG player affiliate link down below in the description. So if you plan on buying any cards from the newest set, Toon Chaos, go ahead and click on my link, costing you guys nothing and helping support the channel directly. Next, I want to announce that Midnite Dreams and myself have decided to team up and make my Mermail playmat available to you guys. This mat is very special to me because it was a vision I had in my head for a while, and Midnite Dreams did an excellent job in designing it. So if you guys would like to purchase your very own copy of this mat and support the channel, go ahead and check out Midnite Dreams' website. It will be available sometime later today. And go ahead and use my discount code BABYDRAGON10 to receive 10% off your purchase. I'll be making sure to leave a link down below in the description, so go ahead and check that out. And without further ado, let's get right into the video. Today I'm going to share with you guys my updated Mermail deck profile, post the amazing ban list, and post eternity code. So let's go ahead and get started. I run 3 copies of Mermail Abysstias, no explanation needed there, 1 copy of Mermail Abyss Pike, 1 copy of Mermail Abyss Gun, and the lone copy of Mermail Abyss Megalo. A lot of players have gone ahead and decided to just cut Megalo out the deck, since it's not as necessary as it is now that we have Minstrel. However, I couldn't find myself doing that since Megalo has been here since day 1, and plus he helps initiate your OTK plays. Next, we run 3 copies of Atlantean Dragoons. He's the reason why this deck is so viable. Being able to abuse his effect multiple times a turn and search out any Sea Serpent to your hand just allows you to gain so much advantage and make such crazy boards in this deck. Then we run the 3 copies of Prince. I'm pretty sure you guys have heard it many times. Send Dragoons to add Dragoons. That's all you need to know about Prince. And lastly, for the Atlanteans, we run 2 copies of Atlantean Heavy Infantry. I decided to go ahead and cut Marksman since Trap Roll Heavy decks aren't too relevant in this format, so he's no longer needed. However, I felt Heavy Infantry is still a great card to run in a deck because you can use them to go ahead and pop your opponent's face-up cards, and aside from that, you can use them to have an additional normal summon, which does come up a lot of times. Next off, for the Deep Sea cards, we run 3 copies of Deep Sea Diva. She's your main combo starter in the deck and the reason why you can make a 1-card Crystal Hockey Fibrex. However, she is very susceptible to hand traps, but that is the reason why we run our newest addition to the deck, 3 copies of Deep Sea Minstrel. Deep Sea Minstrel brings so much good things to this deck. I mean, I don't know what more you can ask for her. 1, she's a combo starter. 2, she allows you to look at your opponent's hand to get an advantage of what kind of deck they're playing. 3, she can go ahead and snipe out any card in their hand, usually being a hand trap to allow your plays to go off. And 4, she's a tuner. If you need to, you can go ahead and normal summon her to go ahead and link her away for Needle Fiber. I mean, I don't know what more you can ask for in a card. For our tuners, we run 1 Lapis Dragon, 1 O-Lion, 1 Despot 001, and the 1 Jet Synchron. If you want, you can go ahead and cut out Jet Synchron for a 2nd copy of O-Lion, just because if you do hard draw out the O-Lion, it kind of leaves your combo dead in the water. However, I still like playing Jet Synchron for certain plays since I still do run Link Gross in this build. So for now, I'm just running 1 of each. Then for combo extenders, I run 2 copies of Tenyi Spirit Shathana. I wasn't a fan of this card before, but ever since playtesting it, I really like it, especially since I mentioned before, if Deep Sea Diva gets hand trapped and you have nothing else that you can summon on the board to get into the Needle Fiber, you're pretty much done and you lose. However, if you go ahead and bring out Shathana first, even though if they hand trap your Diva, you still have that extra monster to go ahead and start your combos. So I really like her at 2. I'm even considering maybe bumping her up to 3. Space is tight in the deck at the moment, but if I do decide to add another card, it would be a 3rd copy of Shathana. And then we have our lone Bowling Glacia. Rip 2 cards from your opponent's hand, broken. And for the last monsters in the deck, we run 3 copies of Ash Blossom. That's it for the monster lineup. For the spells, we have your standard 3 copies of Called by the Grave. You need to be running this at 3. You should be running this at 3 and no less, just because you need to go ahead and prevent your opponent from hand trapping you, because that is one of the main weaknesses of this deck. Then we run 2 copies of Pot of Avarice. I would like to run a 3rd copy of this as well, just because you go through your deck so fast and you want to recycle your resources. However, there's no space for it, so I feel 2 is good enough. Then we run our one copy of 1-for-1 and our one Monster Reborn. So that rounds off the spell lineup. To end the deck off, it wouldn't be a Baby Dragon deck profile if I didn't run 3 copies of Infinite Impermanence. I have said this before, this is, in my opinion, by far the best hand trap that there is, and I like running it as 3. So that rounds off the deck, guys. It is 40 cards exactly. Alright, up next is the extra deck. So we're going to start off with the links. I run 1 copy of Link Ross, 2 copies of First John Hockey Fibrax. I feel Hockey Fibrax is needed at 2, especially if they stop your first one. You still have a second one for your next turn to go ahead and follow up, especially if you don't draw into your pot of avarice, which has happened so many times. So I like running him at 2. And not just that, since I do run the Auroradon as well, I can go ahead and use them in combos for Link Ross and Auroradon. And then I run the 1 Area. She's so good, especially since almost every single deck is running Crystal Hockey Fibrax. You can go ahead and bring her out, steal your Hockey Fibrax from your opponent, and then bring out this bad boy, Access Code Talker. Access Code Talker is a new card that came out in Trinity Code, and it's such an amazing card. I really like it. Being able to pop your opponent's cards is so strong. If you guys want, you guys don't have to run Access Code Talker. You guys can run anything like Appaloosa, BLS, Borlo Dragon, but you guys do need some sort of power card in your deck, just because sometimes your main combo of making True King of all Calamities isn't enough, so you need some sort of follow-up play. And then for the synchros, we run your 1 copy of Martial Metal Marcher, along with your Herald of the Arc Light. And then for the main combo, we run the 1 Garden Rose Maiden, the 1 Coral Dragon, the Borlo Savage Dragon, Ravenous Crocodile Dragon, and the Vermilion Dragon Mech. So you guys have to know this combo. Pretty much it helps you bring out True King of all Calamities without needing to run Abyssmander in the deck. So if you guys don't run Borlo Savage Dragon because you guys don't have it, you guys can go ahead and put in Dragite as well. That is a more affordable option. And then for our last thing from the deck, I do still run the 1 copy of Trishula, just because I feel too many times we use our only level 9s in Crocodile Dragon and Vermilion Dragon Mech to go ahead and make that Calamities. And after that, you don't really have a follow-up play. And a lot of times I did find myself wanting to go into another level 9. And I feel Trishula is the best level 9 in the game. So I still run 1 copy of her. And lastly, the 1 True King of all Calamities for your main combo. One of the strongest Xyzs currently in the game. A lot of times, all you need to do is summon him, and your opponent has no outs to him, which is game most of the time. Unfortunately, guys, I don't have a side deck for you guys, just because I haven't been able to playtest personally. But for side deck, it could be the main basics like Dark Roland or more, Lightning Storm, Nibiru, or any other hand traps. It all is personal preference, and now that locals are opening up, it all really depends on what your locals mainly plays. Alright guys, so that rounds off the deck profile. If you guys enjoyed the video, go ahead and leave a big like down below. Drop a comment as well, just let me know if you guys like the deck profile, or what kind of version of the deck you guys are running, or any cool text that you guys have in mind. And last but not least, go ahead and hit that subscribe button if you like the content that I'm bringing to you guys. And don't forget to click on that notification bell to stay up to date with all of my future videos. I hope you guys are having a nice day. Don't forget to go ahead and check out Midnite Dreams to purchase your copy of this amazing mat, and use my discount code BabyDragon10 to get 10% off your purchase. That's all I have for you guys today. Baby Dragon 48 out.